All right, today we are going to be using another technique to try to make some cool looking fish using some remelted greens, some remelted blacks, and our 2-piece aluminum bait mold. Let's get it on. Now the first part, we have got the green all melted down well, is to just fill this mold. Nothing fancy, just, see a little bit of overflow there. I keep trying to look at the camera while I pour. All right. All right, we'll let that cool, and then we'll go to the next stage. All right, it is cooled down. I actually put it in my freezer for a minute because with this technique, I think that I'm gonna really want it to be completely cooled all the way to the core. All right, here we go. Nice, just a simple green one. I really like the detail on this swim bait mold. It's really nice. All right, so now what we're gonna do, put this together. We're gonna take this bait that we made, and we gonna take it and cut it. And kind of do whatever. Pull this out. I've even was thinking about taking a whole chunk out. You can go here and here. I'll just get rid of that. Maybe we'll do that on the back too. Here and here. Get rid of that. Make sure we put everything in order so we could find its place. And then here and here. Make sure everything's good. Now we'll take our mold, and actually we probably should have it open. I'm not going to be able to set it down, I don't think. It's going to be easier to set it in through the side. Set everything back in. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to heat it all up at the end and make everything look good again. All right, something like that. Now we'll put our mold back in. Now we will melt the black, and we'll pour our black in there and see what it looks like. All right, got my black melted, and I got the mold in a hot plate. Keep everything hot. I'm just gonna fill up these cracks. All right, let's take a look. All right, not bad. It looks pretty good. Now you can definitely do probably some more intricate styles with it, you know, maybe a little bit thinner lines and maybe some other colors, maybe use multiple different colors and make something pretty cool. But even though I had to do 2 pours, I still think that it came out probably with less time and definitely less effort than some of the other techniques to get striping that I use that takes a lot more time and a lot more finesse to make it look right. This one came out all right, and I think with a little bit of work, I could get this technique figured out pretty well. All right, let's do something fun. I'm going to take all these colors and put them in one bait. And it is going to be glorious. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, kind of thinking about this, is I'm going to put all of my different plastics together, since they're all remelts and they're all different amounts and they're all different types, different pigments, and they all melt at different intervals. We're going to put them all in. I'm going to hit them all for a minute and a half, see which ones are the most melted, and just take those ones and do those ones first. I'll take the other ones out, melt the ones that are melting well, pour those, and then I will melt the other ones while that pour is cooling off. Wow, look at all that. Whew. See how that works. All right, so I learned you can't put 6 jars of plastic in your microwave and expect them to melt easily. So I'm just going to start with the 3 small ones first, and then grab my bigger ones and use those next. All right, got the first color done. Just pour this in until it gets up to where it's about to pour out. And then we'll stop. All right, I have now resorted to heating them up 1 jar at a time. And it's actually going to work out well, because while this is kind of cooling down and settling in so that I can pour another layer on top of it without them mixing, this one will be heating up. And then by the time it's done, this will be set. It'll be perfect. All right, we have some nice hot blue. Nice blue color. Take it and pour that right on top. A little bit of spillage there. It's all right. All right, color number 3. And each time I am having to pull the mold out a little bit more to get the angle a little bit less so that I can get this plastic to set in without it pouring out. You could see I kind of cleaned up the stuff that spilled out earlier. So yeah, like what I'm trying to do is make many different lines. So yeah, what I was saying, so now that I'm done with this one, I will take it and pull it out just a little bit for the next one so I can get another line in there. All right, the last color, and actually take it off of what we were using to hold it at an angle. All right. Now I'll give it a quick throw in the hot plate that I have going here to try to get the mold nice and hot. And I will also be hitting the top with my heat gun here so that I can get everything on top to meld together. Alright, I think it's ready. Let's see what it looks like. Woohoo! That's kind of cool. some orange, some blue, some chartreuse, some black, some green, and then I start over with the orange and chartreuse. Got a little bit of stripes there. It actually looks kind of cool. All right, check out the other side. That's a fun little bait. And you can do the same technique with actual natural looking colors that will work. This is just kind of a fun bait. I'm getting down to the end of my used plastics and I'm just kind of using my colors for fun stuff. So, but it's a cool technique. All right, so there they are. The two ideas that I had while I was sitting at my office at work. Came home, tried them out. A little bit different techniques I hadn't really seen before. I think they turned out pretty good. This one could definitely benefit by a little bit more finesse with the cutting. Maybe doing smaller stripes, so it's not just so blotchy, but it still looks good. All right, so thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you on the next one.